Hello, this is Sage, the Balloon Sage, and today I'm presenting a dazzling air-filled balloon column with no internal non-balloon support structure. Normally, columns are constructed using the quad system. 4 balloons equally inflated, tied together, spun together into a square, and then stacked one on top of the other. However, I wanted to switch things up a bit, so I present to you the Star Quad, which is comprised of 5 balloons. Now you might be saying to yourself, excuse me, Balloon Sage, isn't the word quad meant for a 4-balloon shape? Well, yes it is, but you see, this is a quad, it just has an extra balloon attached to it. This deluxe balloon decoration is an assembly of 13 star quads, requiring 13 of each of the 5-inch rounds of each color, so red, orange, yellow, lime green, and pale blue. As far as the base and the top adornment is concerned, you're going to need 10 11-inch rounds and 10 5-inch rounds, all white, of course. And to put it all together, you don't need a column. All you need is a few white 160s. Let's begin by making our first star quad, inflating one of each color, 1 full pump, tying it off, tying them all together, and setting them aside until you have 13 of these 5 balloon shapes. Now this is where the 160s come in. Some people like to use a ribbon to tie everything together. I like an all balloon approach. So I also like the 160s because they're way easier to go all through the column when you're tying it together, but you can use 260s as well. So here's how we do this. We roll this way. We just need 4 of these. I'm going to show you how to do it. We're going to make 3 mini columns. One with 4, another with 4, and then one with 5 star quads. But let me show you how to do this. We'll put these over here. Okay, it's basically flattening them out and then tying them together. So flatten this out. It has to be in a particular pattern, red, orange, yellow, green, and blue. When you put on the next one, like this, you slightly turn it so that each blue corresponds with the next one. It's going to be in a spiral pattern. You pull down this red. There you go. And you have to hold it with your left hand here. So we're going to do this again. Line it up. Pull down the red. Oops. Switch it over here. Finally, the last one. Line it up. Pull it down to its corresponding color. So it's in that spiral pattern. Now you take a 160 white, my favorite, and I'll show you why. Because you can hold it with your left hand. With your right hand, you just tie it all the way through. You go kind of fast. And you want every layer, every balloon, 1, 2, 3, the 3rd layer, then get down to even the 4th layer. You may want to flip it over at this point. Tie it all the way through. Now you're going to do this 3 times, 3 mini columns. This one's the 4. You're going to want one with 5, as I said before, and another with 4. But once you're all done, you want this really tight. You're creating a latex spine for this column. So that's what you want to think about doing. So tie it all together. Really be consistent with this because there is no pole holding this together, no metal. I'm trying to revolutionize column building. I can't tell you how many times I've gone to kids' birthday parties, brought a 6-foot column, and I had to leave behind the pole and base plate. It was a nightmare. But here you go, here's the first one. Now, in a jump cut, there's going to be 3 here. Once you've constructed your 3 little columns, it's time to combine them again with white 160s. Remember to be very thorough with your tying and positioning to retain a reliable structure. So, grab one, grab this 4, and put it on top of this 4. Just position it properly. Just go this way. Okay, so you just put your hand on top, take the 160. Again, you can also do it one on either side. I guess let's try it this way. Pull it down maybe all the way to the bottom. That latex spine we've been talking about. Tight, pull it through. This I'm not going to lie, this part is tough. But you can do it. Put your hand on top. We'll just hold this with our left hand again. Okay, so let's try this with it laying down. We're going to tie, again with the left hand, tie it around. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Tie it around one balloon. Make sure it retains the structure. And we'll keep it laying down. Just tie it right in. This is one portion done. Around here. Oh, and then we'll tie it right back up on the other side. So at least we've got a basic spine going. Okay, there we go. Flip it around, tie it through. Again, very thorough. Spin it around. And I'm going to spin it around about 30 more times as we cut. The top and the base are the same structure. A white 5-inch star quad paired with a white 11-inch star quad. Inflate your 11-inch rounds 4 pumps each, forming the large quad. 1, 2, 3, 4. We tie it. Inflate the white 5-inch rounds 2 pumps each. 1, 2. For the base attachment, let's try a 350 just to see if we can make it a little more stable. We laid this down before. Yeah, let's lay it down again. Through the middle, around, down, top, through the center, back down, all the way in there. Actually, this 350 is really working. To keep your balloon tower steady, you have a few options. You can go buy a weight, or you can learn how to make an amazing, really fast, really simple weight that I'm using under here, but I'm keeping it concealed because I'm going to put a link right up there for the card, and you're going to go to Ask Me for a Balloon and check out Tanya's tutorial on how to make it. Trust me, it's awesome, it's fast, it's perfect. Now you can adorn your column with any large balloon that you please. In this case, I'm going to be using a heart, taking my 260 here, tying it onto the nozzle because, you know, when you make it like this without a pole and base plate, you do want as much internal structure as you can get, which of course comes from these balloons. And if you want to make it a little easy on yourself, you can actually do a pole and base plate for this design. There's actually a really easy one. Again, Ask Me for a Balloon. Go up to this link, click on that, and you will see a great way to make a pole and base plate that's really inexpensive and easy. So, take the heart. Again, with the making sure that everything's showing up here. Alright, really good. Position the heart. And that is your finalized column, but I'm going to go outside so you can actually see the whole thing. Thank you so much for joining me on my first balloon column tutorial. I want you to check out my pals Tanya and Ron at Ask Me for a Balloon. They've got some amazing